Hey guys, Daniel Lyttle here. Today I want to talk to you about perhaps a better way of pursuing your goals and your vision, right? A lot of people will borrow someone else's program or they download a program. It's not necessarily what's right for you. It's not necessarily aligned with your goals or your vision or your needs or your history and the rehab skills that you need, okay? So let's just enter this with a little bit of a different approach to make the most customized and personalized program for yourself. Okay? Now this is an acronym that I made up a while ago. Raif, results equals, it's a very simple mathematical solution, or sum I should say. Results equals action times intensity times frequency. That's AIF, right? So what results are you searching for? Whether you're trying to lose weight or to get as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger, or if you're just trying to stay active, right? You have very specific results that you're pursuing. Okay? Now, to get your best results, you need to take appropriate action. So if you're trying to get massive, then you want time under tension and hypertrophy training to get bigger muscles. If you're trying to lose weight, then you're after maximum calorie consumption and building up your basal metabolic rate, which is increasing your muscle mass, and then eating appropriately, okay, depending on what results you want. Now that's the action that you're going to take, and you need to take a specific action towards the results that you want. So many people join a gym or start a program and they're following someone else's plan. Now, to begin with, maybe doing something is better than nothing, but at some point you're going to want to get laser-like focus on your particular goal, right? We don't want to just sit there with machine gun fire and hope we hit something, right? But we want to put all of our time and effort into what our particular journey is going to be, right? We get our best return on investment because we're all time poor, and unless you enjoy going to the gym for 90 minutes, we want to find the way to get the best results we can in 30 to 50 minutes, right? So what action are you going to take? Now, if you need some help with that, that's of course what we're here for. If you or Google the shit out of it if you really enjoy learning. Watch several videos. Always watch both sides of the coin, and then make up your own mind what's appropriate to your history. Whether you need rehab, whether you've got hormonal issues, whether you've never exercised before, and you might need to start a little bit slower, right? And then the intensity. Now, the intensity is going to be appropriate to what action you're going to take, right? The intensity is going to be appropriate to your history. If you have never exercised before, it would be very foolish to go do a very hard program and then do it 5 days a week, right? Because you're going to end up hurting yourself and burning out. But if you're already a intermediate style lifter, then your intensity could probably go up a little bit, right? In line with your action. If you're just trying to lose weight, what's the best intensity for that? Do you want to go and do massively high intensity HIIT classes? Do you want to lift weight and really push the envelope with how heavy you can lift, which then creates the stress adaptation so that your muscles start to grow, and then as a byproduct of your muscles growing, you burn more calories just by existing, so that I don't have to worry so much about what I eat because I'm increasing my muscle mass and I'm burning more calories just by walking around and existing, right? So that's my intensity. Now my intensity needs to be appropriate. Frequency, right? And I kind of touched on this a second ago, right? Do I need to lift 3 times a week? Should I be exercising 6 times a week? Do I need to be doing 2 sessions a day? Do I need to be doing 1 session a day? Right? In a perfect world, we would lift heavy weights in the morning, we would go for a walk in the afternoon, right? In a perfect world, you really don't need to do any more than 12 minutes of high intensity exercise, but that's got to be at like 95 to 105% of your intensity, right? So many people sit at this 80% comfortability whilst they go through a 45-minute class and then wonder why they're only getting average results, right? There's a lot of studies out now that you only really need to do 10 to 12 minutes of very high intensity rather than 45 minutes of high intensity, which most people generally budget their energy and they sit at that average range, right? So your frequency. Now again, if you're a beginner, should we be lifting weights 3 times a week or 6 times a week? Or maybe we just lift weights twice a week. Be grateful we're doing more than we were last week, and then the other 5 days we're going for a walk, right? Because we want to play the long game as well. Now, you get all 3 of these right, and then you're guaranteed to get your results. Get one of these wrong, and you'll get probably good results, but maybe just not as good or not as fast, right? Because we do know that even the best program inconsistently done is not as good as an average program consistently done. So maybe frequency is the key to your success. But then if I am going to go 2 sessions a day, is my intensity appropriate for 2 sessions a day? Because I've changed my frequency. And then if I'm going 2 sessions a day, what are my actions, right? Am I going to lift both sessions? Am I going to go for a run both sessions? Or am I going to lift heavy weights in the morning and go for a walk in the afternoon? Now, I don't want to over confuse you, but if you just have a little bit of a think about each of these areas of my journey, then you're going to get better results. Instead of just going to the gym because I need to go to the gym, instead of just exercising because I need to exercise, I mean, that's wonderful for a beginner, and the hardest part is getting started, so fucking kudos to you if you have gotten started, because that is the hardest part. But at some point, either you'll get disappointed that you're not getting the results that you believe you should be getting because your intensity's high, but maybe you're taking the wrong actions, right? Or maybe your intensity's high, but your frequency is poor, right? Imagine coming to the gym and busting your butt off 2 sessions a week, but every 3rd week you're having off because you push yourself or works too hard or you're not finding that balance in your life. So maybe you're better off just reducing everything 10% and then coming a lot more often, right? Frequently, right? 4 sessions a week, 5, 6 sessions a week. And I'm not talking about at the gym. It could be a walk. It could be going for a swim. It could be stand-up paddleboarding on the weekend or kayaking down the river, you know, as long as you're doing something. And now you've got increased frequency. You've got appropriate intensity for the frequency that you're doing, and you're taking the appropriate action towards the result that you want. Get all of this right, and you're guaranteed to get really, really good results. If you're struggling with any area of this, that's what we're here for. We would love to help, we'd love to support you. And sometimes it's just sitting down for a chat, strategizing. You know, that's what a coach is for. It's about working out what are you doing right, what are you doing wrong, what could you be doing better, what's wasting your time, and how can we consolidate this to get you the maximum results in minimum amount of time, and then we play the long game, right? Just keep chipping away at it. Because you're gonna live to 80 anyway, so why not just play the long game and always do a little bit of something towards your bigger goal? Unless you're hopping on stage in a bikini in a couple of months, you don't need to go that hard. Unless your goal is to get on the cover of Men's Health magazine, you don't need to go that hard, right? You're better off just playing the long game, investing in yourself with the appropriate Raif. Be good to yourself because you two will be together for a while.